Hi guys, it's Rachel here. Now this is just a after dinner video, just a quick one. First of all, I wanted to start by saying happy Thanksgiving to all my American friends. I hope you're all having a wonderful time. I hadn't realized that it was today because we don't have Thanksgiving in Australia, and so I wasn't sure. So yes, happy Thanksgiving to you all. Hope you're having a blast and eating and drinking and being merry with your family. And I've decided to participate in the Black Friday sale. It's kind of like my last soiree before we go to Australia, so to speak. So I've added some things into my shop that I was hoarding, that I was thinking about selling at a later date or deciding and that sort of thing whether I want to keep them, but I thought it was a nice way for you to get them at a cheaper price, because there will be a discount. You don't need a code from 12:01 tonight. Well, actually, I'm uploading this video at 12, so when I upload the video, the sale should be live. And basically you'll get, I think I put 20 or 25%, I can't remember which, over a purchase of €15 and up. So it's a good way to get especially these old books and some straw paper and things at a cheaper price. So I thought some of the books I already had, and I might have shown them in another video. I didn't bring those ones here. I brought one, I think. And I was hanging on to them for a bit, but I've put those in my shop as well, and so they'll be included in the sale. And then there's a few new ones. Now, I actually bought these. Look at those spines. There's two of these. I bought these because I thought they're gorgeous books to alter, if you can bring yourself to do it, because when I opened it, look inside, 1840, Storia del Basso Impero, so the history of the lower empire. What do you call that in English, Lou?
What?
Basso Impero. Lower empire. So I don't know. Anyway, it's a history book, but it's got some incredible engraving plates in it as well. So, and I love the multi-D paper. So this, if you can't bring yourself to tear it up, I mean, it's not full of designs, but there are some other ones here. Look, here's another one. Isn't it wonderful? So they can be scanned. This beautiful text here can be scanned and enlarged. And if you want to, you can alter the book. If you don't want to, then you could hoard it and just scan it. So there's that one, and then there's a second volume. So obviously this was a series, and there are only two left in the world. So they go to, look how beautiful they are. That's 5 and 10. So I've got this is the second one, but I'm selling them separately. But if you want to, then you can get two and you'll get the discount. Oh, I see, that's 1841. I think I read in the listing 1841. I didn't realize one was 1 year earlier. Yep, so they're history books, and they've got a few plates in there. So that's that one. That's one listing. Then I've got these. These are historical romances. Like, well, in Italian they call romanzi. It's kind of like, it's a story. It's not necessarily romantic. So I've got two of those. These are 1830. And they are just a paper cover. And I've kept a couple for myself as well, so don't worry. And I think these are very nice if you want to use the paper. If you want to use them in your journals. I mean, you can hoard them. As I say always, you can hoard them if you want to. They're very lightly stitched in, and it's beautiful handmade paper. And very textural and yummy. So I've got two of those. And then similar, I think it might be from, it says Milan. Oh, this one says Florence. These are 1825, and these are comedies. And I don't really know what the story's about. But again, the paper cover and then the yummy paper inside, the handmade paper. I think these were plays. So that's those two. And then I've got one little teeny tiny one that's a little bit cheaper. And this one says economics. So Opera di Donato Gianotti, Volume 3, 1830. And look, these pages I don't know if anybody's watched the printing press, how it works, the hand one, but they had the big sheets and they put the plates down and then they pulled the thing down and printed and then they folded it and then they're supposed to rip it, but they didn't here, you see. Look, the pages are still intact. So that's that one. That's in its own listing. And then I've got this one here. This one is interesting too. Beautiful marbled cover and then leather spine. And it's a Grande Collezione Storica, historical collection. I don't know of what. I think of coins or something, because look, there's all these sorts of images through it. Some pages are a little bit loose. But look, there's all these, and you can scan those. And I'll tell you the date. 1838, that one. And then, oh, now this one, I've got 4 of these. I've kept some for myself. These are really wonderful. These are Nuovo Dizionario Storico, New Historical Dictionary. This is BA to BZ. There's only 4 left. I've been hoarding these a while. Oh, these are 1796. So these are very old. Look at that. So someone can have a lot of fun with those. And there's, look, they're pretty much all that sort of thickness inside. So, I mean, again, you could use the pages in your journals. I mean, the thing is, like I said before in my other video, like if you're not going to look at them, why would you hoard them? If you it might be better to put some of these pages in a journal that you're going to use and look at, and at least you're looking at some of the pages. I don't know, but you decide. So that's that one. And then these are super old. I've got 3 of these. These are 1759, and these are the, what do you call it? Oh, I'm having a blank. These are amazing. They've got the, you know what it is. Okay, parchment on it. Okay, and then let's look at this one. This one is gorgeous. I bought this one for the cover. Look at that label too. Probably should have kept it and scanned the label. But anyway, you can do that. Beautiful leather spine. I love the colour of brown of the paper. It's someone scribbled inside it. This one is 1880. Look at the writing there. Someone had it in I think that would be 1915, but the book is 1880. The date's here, and it's a history of the 19th century, which is interesting. There's no images. I thought there might be some images, but there aren't. But the pages are nice to use, and the cover would be one. I bought that. That's really an altering sort of book. And then this is another super old one with the parchment. Look at that. It's backwards. And this one is a very old one, 1760. And it's in Italian, or is it in Latin? No, Il Vero Ecclesiastico, Libro 1, Book 1. The True Ecclesiastic, Book 1. Look at that letter there. So you could do some scanning in here, and oh, I think that's really lovely to add to a library. I'm getting quite a big library now. And then the last book is this one. Now, it's in quite a state of disrepair. I think that was the cover. It's this lovely marbled paper that could be scanned. There's a piece off there, but I'll tell you where I found the piece was inside. So again, I think this is the perfect book for scanning. There's the piece that got ripped off there. This is the perfect book for scanning and using the pages, I think. Look at that. This is 1790. 1790. No, wrong. Yes, no. 1760. L is 50. 1760. Memoirs to serve the history of Frederick Legrand. So this is a French book. But look at that lovely, I mean, you can scan away here. I mean, I don't scan anything that I'm selling because I think it's not mine. And so therefore, the person who purchases it, who owns it, the next owner, gets to scan it, not me. But look at these pages. Some are this lovely tanny colour, some are smaller, some are bigger. They're totally handmade. Oh, and there was also this inside, which I always leave the things in that were inside. This was a, I think this was this antique fair. It's really, but it's a high market, high class one. You know, expensive antiques. That's what I want to say, not high class, expensive. And they have it in Florence, and it's 1978, so it's still going. So that was just, I think that might have been a entry thing. So that was inside the book. So that comes with that book. So there we go. So you'll see those in my shop, and they will be on sale with the sale as of when this video goes up. Now, one last thing. The sale, there's a few more books, but I didn't bring them all in, so you'll just see them all. Anyway, I had a bit of fluff. This might be a romantic one. It says the fidanzati, the fiancés. So what I wanted to say was the sale will go until Saturday midnight, my time. So if you're in Australia, then you've got extra 10 hours because Australia is 10 hours ahead. If you're in New Zealand, I think you've got an extra 11 or 12 hours because New Zealand's even further ahead. If you're in the States, if you're on the East Coast, you've got 6 hours less. And as you go towards the West Coast, you've got that amount of hours less. A further amount of hours less because of the time difference, because you're behind. So please bear that in mind, because one of my customers missed out because she thought she had more time. She hadn't taken into account the time difference. So, you know, like if you're on the East Coast on Saturday at around 6 p.m. your time, the sale will finish because, you know, my Etsy shop is on Italian time. So that's just a technicality, just so you know. I think that's the right calculation. And if you're in Australia, you can shop until Sunday morning at 10 o'clock because it's 10 hours ahead. So there you go. So I hope you're all having a wonderful time. And I'm just going to keep on posting my videos. I posted another one up today. I didn't do my 3 and 30 today. I felt like doing something different. So I had a bit of fun. And I will see you again soon. So thank you very much. Bye.